Well. It's a fucking Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned into a new and amazing episode of Cannabis and Coffee with LaTosque. And I am sitting here with how do I explain what do you do? Because you do a fucking lot.
I do a lot, yeah.
You do a fucking lot.
Most people in the industry refer to me as marijuana.
Okay. Which means, obviously, I think that just gave it away. She's doing a lot with weed.
Yes, that is true.
Where did the name marijuana come from?
Well, my real name's Mara. So the first part is my name. And then the other half just came when I joined the cannabis industry. A bunch of my coworkers over at Mint Cannabis gave it to me, and it kind of just stuck from there.
Oh, you say you work at Mint Cannabis?
I do.
I think I heard of that spot.
Yeah, it's a good place.
We're gonna talk more about that spot in just a few moments. Ladies and gentlemen, you tuned into another episode, and I am super excited to be sitting here with this young lady. We are going to be smoking on some really great cannabis provided to you by the Mint Dispensary. Shout out to the beautiful folks at WTF, World's THC Factory. This episode is, like I said, sponsored by the Mint Cannabis, and I got some treats from the Mint Cafe that Mara's gonna share with me. Yeah,
I guess so. Yeah.
Strawberry crunch cheesecake.
Oh, it's the cheesecake. Then definitely I will.
I will. Let's do it.
Their cheesecake is to die for.
Let's do it. I'm excited. She's excited. I hope you're excited. If not, you better be excited when we come back, because as soon as this timer is done, we sparking up and getting the conversation started. And just like that, it's magic. Whoa.
And by that, he means he lit the blunt. Did you light the blunt?
I did.
Okay.
I did. It looks like we got some people tuned in. What's up, Jeffrey Kush? What's up, family? How you doing? Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Ma'am, can I get an ashtray? Thank you. I am sitting here live at Elevations Lounge, and the amazing Jasmine, who's now the lounge manager, is walking over. Jasmine, you want to say hi to the people real quick? You can just wave in. Hey, there she is. Hey, thank you so much. Once again, Elevations is open 7 days a week. Come through, check out the spot. It's a dope little spot for you to come and enjoy your smoke and enjoy time with people. If you get a membership, you can enjoy the pool and the jacuzzi. So, how long you been smoking weed?
Oof. Well, my mom's not going to like the answer to this question, but probably since I was about 14, 15. And since then, ongoing into the future.
Ongoing now. Yeah.
Yep.
What do you normally like to smoke?
I would say blunts or joints mostly.
Oh.
Yeah, I do like a good glass piece. I actually have a student bong or a student glass gravity bong at home. I love it. It's amazing. It hits really smooth. A friend of mine got it for me. It's pretty awesome. But my go-to is probably a joint.
Joint?
Yeah, I just love some flower. I'm old school.
It's nothing like sitting there and rolling up a nice fatty, being able to control. That's why it's hard for me with pre-rolls, because I want to be able to control how thick my joints are.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you want a thickie that's going to burn slow. And then sometimes you want a little ski weed that's gonna be like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah, like my go-to at a festival is a shorter one that you can just chuck whenever you're done. You know, you don't want
Yeah,
like too big of one when you're out in
right. You don't
public.
want a big thumb. You don't want to
Right.
smoke a thumb
But if
at a
I'm just like
festival.
chilling with my friends at home, then I might want to make it a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Mm. Sharing is
So
caring.
you've been smoking for a while. You got a favorite like brand so far?
Oh gosh, man, that's a tough question. I mean, recently I've been smoking on some Vault flower.
Okay.
Yeah, I know we sparked up some Crescendo earlier. That's a really good new strain by them.
Yes. Speaking
Again,
of
I'm a
that,
flower girl, so I love all the brands.
that's right. You do give off little flower child
Thank
vibes.
you. Yeah, that's what my mom calls me.
So crescendo right here. This pack, since I've been smoking it and creating the new playlist and everything, this has been fucking amazing. It kind of fucked me up because it starts off as a mild high,
Yeah.
and then like by 3 or 4 hits, you like, holy shit, what did I get myself into?
Yeah, it's definitely a sharing strain. I think you
It's
want to share it with a friend, because it can be dangerous. I feel like that's the problem with blunts is you just kind of want to smoke the whole thing every time.
exactly. I
But
mean, it gets me in the zone. I'm sitting down and enjoying a good blunt. You know, I feel like it makes life a lot less stressful.
oh yeah, for
You know,
sure.
and I'm one of the ones that don't like stressing anyway. And so if a blunt is going to go ease your day, I say a blunt a day, take the stress away.
Very therapeutic. Yeah. Think of the.
So you do more than weed.
Oh
What
yeah,
is, where? First of all, let's go all the way back to what, the late '90s.
the late 90s. Yeah.
You were born when? When's you?
I'm not at liberty to answer that, but somewhere in the 90s. Yeah.
Somewhere in the '90s.
Yep.
Look, she ain't that old, y'all.
I'm not that old.
But
I'm in my 20s. Yeah.
she's been around. She smoked weed. She plays music, which is where I was getting to.
I do.
Tell me more about your background in music, and we'll talk about cannabis soon. But I need to know who Mara is.
Okay.
Mara Straus. Am I saying is
So,
it
so my last name is really pronounced Duran, but
Sturan?
yeah, pretty
Ah,
much.
so
Yeah.
why the fuck you ain't saying that this whole time?
Yeah.
People been saying your name wrong.
But people in America usually pronounce it
Sturan.
Sturons.
Sturan?
Students. Yeah.
Sturan.
So you want to roll the R, make the U elongated a
Okay.
little bit. Yeah.
Sturan.
Yeah. It's
Mara
Latvian.
Sturan. So is it? Are we saying Mara wrong?
It's Mara. It's supposed to have an elongated A and a rolled R as well.
Ah,
Mara.
Mara.
Yeah. But
Mara Sturan.
then yeah.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
working on my
I don't
accents.
mind it either way. So Mara is just fine.
Okay.
But music wise, I don't know. I guess I always loved to sing when I was really little.
Uh huh.
My parents really encouraged me to do that. And then through the younger years, I took like band and string. So I learned the cello.
Uh huh.
And once I learned that the cello was the same notes as a bass guitar, I switched to a bass guitar. And I learned that from the movie School of Rock,
Okay.
featuring Zach Black. Or
Shout out to
Jack
Jack.
Black. My gosh.
Shout out to Jack Black. I'm pretty sure he smokes a fuck ton of
Yeah,
weed.
he definitely does.
Hell
But
yeah.
great movie, shaped me as a human being.
School
I
of
remember,
Rock?
yeah, I remember the bass face scene where she starts playing the bass. I don't
Yeah.
know, that inspired me. So I picked up a bass.
Okay.
And I play ukulele as well. So like the 4 string instruments came easy to me. I always say if you want more than 4 strings, talk to my brother because he plays 6 string guitar. Um, but yeah, we would perform together a little bit back in high school at coffee shops and stuff. And in college, I went into film, so
Uh huh.
helped a couple people with music videos and production stuff around the valley.
Film.
Yeah.
Now, where'd you get the passion for film?
Okay. Whew, film. I don't know. I've always loved movies, but I guess at the time I had gotten my cosmetology degree. I had worked on cars. I had played music. I'd taken photos. I was like,
All
kind of,
over the
yeah, I was
place.
all over the map
All over the
artistically. I
fucking
just really
place.
wanted to create. So when I was applying at colleges, applied at Arizona State University.
Uh huh.
Um, and I had to choose a major. I just chose film because I was like, that's kind of a combination of everything, you know. You kind of get to touch a little bit of everything. The special effects makeup was something I was really into, and production and cinematography. So that's what I ended up doing for a long time. Worked with a lot of great people in college.
Hell yeah.
Have an IMDb page for a small credit, but don't look it up. Don't look it
I'm
up.
definitely about to look it up
Nah,
now.
don't.
I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry, Google.
But but ignoring him, yeah, no, it was a really good time. I didn't end up going into the film industry in the long haul because I really didn't want to move to LA.
Why not? LA seems like such a fucking dope spot.
It's definitely a cool place, but I feel like it's also a very judgmental place.
True,
just like a lot of big
everybody's
cities, right?
Everybody's judging every now and
Yeah.
then, like everywhere.
I do
'Cause,
like
think about how judgmental AZ is now.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not I'm not rooting for one against the other, but also around the time I graduated college, COVID kind of swooped in. So kind of put a
halt
stake in
to
my
all of
plans.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I worked for the Phoenix Film Festival for a little bit. Interned there, did some administrative work. I got to watch a lot of cool film submissions, so I learned a lot from it.
I was about to say, what was your most interesting take from that situation working for the AZ Film Festival?
I learned that I can tell very easily when it's a student film versus a professional production. Okay. No, I learned that art is really, really interpretive.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Because like some people might see like silent films as, something stupid or
I love silent films.
Exactly the same. But a silent film with occasional, screeches every now and then, I feel like that would be a vibe. Like only select sounds above certain pitches in the silent film.
I can't wait for your movie to come out, man.
Don't worry, I'm working on it.
I'm excited.
Working on it.
I'm excited. Let me know if you need any help.
My silent film featuring sounds.
A whole new genre. You heard it here first, folks. Man.
You have a part in the pod. I mean, you can have a part in it if you want.
I don't know if I'm an actress. I don't know about that. I'm really bad.
Scratch the chalkboard.
Oh, I could do the sound effects. Yeah, I would love to do that, like Foley stuff.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
Absolutely,
that would be fun. I would be down for that actually, just to make like really weird, obscure horror sounds. Bye, guys.
Enjoy.
I was just remembering if I gave them some coupons.
Oh yeah. Enjoying this really good smoke right now.
Yes,
man,
it's really nice in here. Actually, this is my first time in the Elevations Lounge, so
nice. I'm glad you came out and was able to check it out.
Yeah,
it's definitely a welcoming environment. We got the Bud Tenders Bash coming up at 7:00. They do that every Monday.
Yeah,
which is pretty chill. But let's get into some of these questions. Right. How do you feel about that?
Sure, let's do it.
Are you a big book reader?
I would have to admit, in my like heyday, like ages 3 to 5, yes.
3 to 5?
Yeah. I would say not anymore.
Baby Genius was like, all right, I'm gonna read all these books, and then I'm just
I was
done.
building up the immune system. I was a child building up the immune system.
Okay.
I stand by my decision. No further questions. No, I'm kidding.
So if not a book, do you have a favorite content creator or movie that helped you with your process of like becoming who you are as a purchaser and your role and everything that you do in the cannabis industry? Like something that inspired you,
movie wise,
movie or book, or just creative.
I see. I actually do love to read. To answer your previous question, I took like a long break from reading. I actually just started reading again.
What are you reading on now?
I'm reading. It's called the Book of. I think it's called the Book of Shadows or something like that. It's a fantasy novel. I was really big into Lord of the Rings and horror novels when I was younger, like Stephen King books. So I was trying to come up with one or find a new one. Okay. So I'm getting into it. I don't know if I like it yet. But I'm reading that, and I'm reading a couple Buddhist books.
Buddhist books.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like self-help books. Like one's called Be Here Now. Like it's very tranquil.
Be here now. It's
Yeah.
like it's about being here in the present moment and everything. Is that
Yeah.
what that is about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. A nice little mental reset and
Yeah.
everything.
Well, yeah, I really liked reading I minored in philosophy in college, so I really liked reading those types of books.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now that I'm getting back into it, I was like, all right, let me read this one that's been on my bookshelf for like 6 months that I haven't opened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Philosophy. That was
Yeah.
one of the options for me. I ended up deciding to go with mass comm just because it fits right up my alley,
Mm.
basically. Performing.
Yeah.
When's the last time you actually performed some music, like
Music.
out in public?
Oh no, it's been years now. Years.
Are you ready to make that return?
I don't know. Possibly. I'm a little rusty. I don't get stage fright per se, but I'm not a big spotlight person. So I just don't love attention. But I do like.
Really?
But I do like. But I do like sharing my art. So it's a toss up. I know that it might not seem like that from like the hair color and stuff, but it's true. I'm an introvert at heart. All
Oh,
right,
okay.
it's true.
Says she really
Mm.
is an introvert.
I spend most of my time with my dog at home.
So you don't normally be in front of the camera, huh?
No, I'm usually behind the camera. I'm really, really not used to being like this, even.
Yeah. Oh man. This is some good smoke. I mean, I feel like
Yeah. I already had like three, so in all fairness.
you had 3 blunts already.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he was passing
I
one.
gotta catch up.
I had one.
It's still my first blunt, first post work blunt. Let's go ahead and get cracking. You answered the books. How did you um, how did you stumble upon this job in the cannabis industry?
Oh,
And
okay. And
what has kept you around in the industry?
okay. Um how I found it was while I was working at the Phoenix Film Festival and like graduated from college and all of that good stuff. COVID hit. They canceled the film festival, so I really didn't have a job anymore or really anything to do. Um,
Wow.
it's really hitting. To answer why I stayed, it's moments like this. No, no, I really just didn't have any direction after that. I was kind of stuck in AZ. Not that I don't like it here. I have a good connection of friends and everything, so I was like, all right, there's no point in trying to leave. COVID's hitting, so I just applied at the for an administrative position, um, and started working. I just kind of hustled. Um, Worked
So you
there.
came in as an admin
Yeah.
and worked your way all the way up as the purchasing manager.
Yes. So I got pulled to do analytics for them a while back and kind of developed the position into what it is now. And now I do all the purchasing management for AZ Mint locations, and I still do get to run a great analytics team. So a lot of numbers, lot of brands to work with,
Why
a
do
lot
you
of
like
fun.
numbers?
Ooh, I
I
get
like words.
I can agree with that. I actually hated math growing up, but I was always really good at it. I actually at one point stopped doing math homework, so my mom got me a tutor, and then the tutor told her I should be in advanced math, so they bumped me up.
Mm. So they
So,
challenge you even
so they
more.
challenged me even more.
It was like, you know what? It's not
Yeah,
that she don't know this shit.
yeah.
It's
She
just
said,
too easy
yeah, I
for
was
her.
just lazy. I just didn't want to do the busy work, but I hated math. I was always really good at it. When I started doing more business oriented work, though, it was just nice to have facts and figures to always back your decision making. Because they're not lying to you. Like, if you look at a number, that's what you're looking at.
Yeah.
It's just nice to have like receipts to prove that you're like doing the right thing and moving in the correct direction. And especially now that I'm a purchasing manager, I always have to know what's doing well, what's suffering, what the market's doing, what our micro market's doing, what other states are doing too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's something that you feel has been a trend in the industry when it comes to, like you said, following what companies are doing and everything? What's been a trend when it comes to purchasing cannabis products, and what products are withstanding those initial waves of? Because I guess that's a double loaded question. So you guys are the first part first.
Okay.
Um,
To answer what trends I'm seeing, I think with the recreational market in Arizona, it's really
uh-huh.
new. A lot of them are looking for highest THC percentage when it comes to flower and concentrate and stuff. So we're seeing that a lot, and a lot of pricing kind of matching what it's testing at percentage wise.
Okay.
Um, I don't necessarily love that because that doesn't always matter when it comes to cannabis. I mean, the terpene profile is a really big part of it, and you can have a low testing flower; it's going to hit you just as hard. But
Exactly.
yeah,
Like when the last time you seen a Blue Dream testing over 20?
right.
But it's
It's a
still,
good
when grown
strain,
right, it's
yeah.
gonna
We were
smack.
just talking about Jenny
It's
Kush
gonna
earlier
smack.
too,
Oh
because that's a
man, that's
classically
another
low
one.
testing one,
Yeah.
but it's so therapeutic and like proven medicinally.
Yeah. Jenny
Um,
Kush is another good one that's normally
but
low
I'm
testing.
seeing a lot of that. I'm hoping the trend as people get educated doesn't continue necessarily, but
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of people wanting infused pre rolls. People want the
Super
convenience.
flavorful
People
pre
want the
rolls.
convenience of pre rolls now, and the infused ones are all the rage because they hit harder.
Shout out, my guy Jeffrey Cush says he's gonna look it up, Mara. I think he's talking about your IMB.
I saw
So
that earlier. I chose to ignore it. So
shout out to Queen Cannabis tuning in. All of y'all tuning in all over the world. We got the Facebook group going on. We got
cannabis.
everybody on Twitch. Shout out to everybody tuned in. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. We
Yes.
sitting here getting baked. I'm sitting here with Mara Straus. No,
However you want to pronounce it is
I'm
fine.
gonna get it right before the
Yeah.
end of the night. I think the higher I get, the easier it's gonna become. Let
Yeah.
me try. So you say you moved here.
Yes.
You're not from AZ. Where you
No.
from?
Well, I grew up in like the DC area or Virginia, and I got a lot of family up in Canada. Shout out Halifax, Nova Scotia, and Burlington,
Did
Vermont.
you just shout out Canada?
Yeah, I just shouted out Canada. The homies up north, you know.
All right.
Now my mom's Canadian, so like fully through and through Canadian, and she's awesome.
Is she here?
No,
Your family? Any of your family here?
My brother lives here, but him and his fiance, shout out, they just got engaged this week.
Hey,
Um,
congrats.
yeah,
Congrats on tying that knot, man.
yes. They travel a lot, so he does live here, but all of my family really lives back on the East Coast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you prefer it out here? Have you been trying to
Um,
convince your family to move out here,
I
or you secretly?
My dad did live here for a bit.
Okay.
Actually, he moved back to my hometown, but he bought a winery, so I guess he like kind of beat me out. He lives on a winery now, so I
Yeah.
can't really fight that. Um, I like it out here. I just hate cold.
Exactly.
I like to look at
That's
snow from like inside,
that's
but as soon as I have to feel it, I don't want that.
that's exactly why I am still here
Yeah.
and abandoned the Midwest. It's not because I don't love my family. Thank you for coming out. It's not because I don't love my family. It's because I, you know, I thoroughly enjoy the weather out here.
Yeah.
Um, this has pretty much the same W's that California has. It
Yeah.
has the women, weed, and weather.
I'm here in Phoenix is like the new LA, so we stick it out long enough. Just gonna,
You say LA?
yeah. So many people are moving here.
We
People are
gotta
calling
put
it the
a
new
big
LA.
Scottsdale sign up. Put Scottsdale on the side of Camelback Mountain,
Yeah.
like the Hollywood sign. Yeah, right over there. Where that?
I got one.
All right, there we go. All right, let's get back.
Yeah.
Let's get back to some of these questions. Now, you've been into marketing. You've done music. You've done film. You've done a bunch. You also worked as like the digital marketer for the Mint at a point.
I did some other digital marketing, yeah.
So
Just actually while I was doing analytics at the same time, I kind of
wow,
did some of the Instagram account running.
nice.
Thank God you took it over. I don't know if I could keep up more, but yeah, I did that for a little bit.
Yeah,
Um,
it's definitely been fun and interesting, especially explaining why we can't post certain
yeah.
things.
Well, yeah. There's so much you can't post
Yeah,
online.
it's very much a restrictive
And
community.
and you do so well of keeping up with it.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, it's tricky. It's tricky, and I've seen stuff get flagged that I wouldn't even expect to, as well. So keeping an account open in this industry is success in itself.
Yeah, just the fact that you can't post milligrams is
Yeah.
annoying. A lot of people don't know that. I still see like so many companies posting milligrams, not knowing
Yeah.
that their post is getting shadow banned because it has that wording in there and everything.
Hmm.
Um, how do you? I was getting with that was how do you build a successful customer base? Because the Mint was the Mint before I got
Right.
there, and you were there for some of that building.
I was. I can't take full credit. We've had some amazing people work for us before that built up a lot of relationships that we've been lucky enough to keep this whole time. We've had a lot of brands around since the very beginning. Like 5.5 years ago when Mint opened,
Yeah,
they had the same brands. And then we have cultivated a lot of new relationships since I've taken over. Um, I'd say really the honesty is the biggest part when you're working in business,
yeah,
and you want to be fair. I mean, at least in this industry, right? That's what I love is like everyone's rooting for each other. We're all part of kind of a mini revolution. So
yeah.
you just want it to work for each other.
Exactly.
So
Because
if
they
it
win is our win,
right,
our win is they win,
exactly.
and the whole community gonna win.
Right. And like we can't help everyone out. I get that. Maybe not in the buyer sense, but maybe we can marketing or at an event or something. Like there's
Yeah,
always a future possibility to work together, even if it doesn't work out. But that's why honesty is so important. Like this is what we need. If you can hold up to that, then maybe we can do this thing. It's honesty and then yeah, cultivating the relationships. I love basically I love everyone I work with.
yeah.
I have no complaints.
I was going to get to that. That
Yeah.
was my next question. So, what is the? How would you say the culture exists in the organization?
Yeah. It's so different, I think, from any other industry I've worked in. It's getting low. Um, where, like I said, people are all rooting for each other, and there's a lot of open networking events that are like open to the public, but you can still talk to brand reps and talk about the possibility of future careers in the cannabis industry. Like Mita is a great example of that. Um, so people are always networking, try to kind of lift each other up, sharing weed like you just did. And I don't know, it's like we're really tight knit in this
Yeah,
community. Even though it is business, like all of us love one common thing, and that is cannabis. So we all have the same goal in the end day.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I don't know. It's really cool to see. Obviously, there's going to be people that are just working their way up the chain, and you can recognize them pretty easily.
yeah.
Versus, the devout
People
people,
who are actually there
yeah,
for the
that are
plant,
there
for the
for the
people.
culture and
Yeah,
the medicine that this,
exactly.
yeah,
Because it won't last. Listen, if you're not invested in it, it ain't gonna last for you,
right.
man.
We
It
see it
ain't
again and
gonna.
again. The brands that cater to the patients or the customers are the ones that do well. So when you're rooting for other people, you get lifted up in this community. And when you try to tear other people down, unfortunately, it usually doesn't work out for you in this
I mean,
industry.
that's one of the golden rules.
Yeah,
Like in life,
yeah,
do unto others as you'd want done unto you.
yeah.
Um, so how is cannabis, if it has, and if it hasn't, I would like you to speak on what you've learned about how cannabis has affected people's lives. How has cannabis
Yeah.
affected your life, and if it hasn't, what have you learned about it since being in the industry?
Absolutely. I think I was always so cautious about it growing up because like you're always taught it's just a bad thing. Um, but once I learned that it really helped tame a lot of my anxiety, because I dealt with a lot of anxiety growing up and, spouts of depression. And I was a really angsty kid. Like I was a little punk rock tween kid with a lot of angst and a lot of issues. And
Yeah.
I don't know, when I tried cannabis, when after I had learned about it, not just like, oh, some Reggie I found on the street, after I'd actually learned about the benefits and the different types and
Like
the different
what different
strains.
terpenes and
Right.
everything would
And I
actually
started
benefit
using
your
it
body.
medicinally. I really learned a lot that it could help me with. So I don't know if I could go through my day to day without it, honestly, at this point. Um, but I've also witnessed since joining the industry, it's helped cancer patients and like people with chronic pain. We work with a clinic really closely that we donate suppositories and RSO to. And if you don't know, RSO is a very concentrated form of cannabis that you can just ingest. So those things have helped so many people. Um, and I mean, I'm not a scientist, so I can't abide by the effects and like the cure
Yeah, but
qualities.
you can
But
speak
but
on
I can
how it's
speak of how,
personally.
yeah, those
Yeah,
people have spoken to me and how much they say that it's helped them and like actually witness their mood get better every time they come in. Yeah, it's crazy. And like it creates a community. It does. I mean, a healthy community. People aren't just like what your parents thought when you were kids, like
I
pushing
gotta tell
laced
you, I
drugs on
would
each other.
definitely
You know,
rather
it's
hang
like
out with some weed heads than some other drugs. I'm not
right,
judging. To each
right,
his own,
right.
but I definitely prefer my crew to be smoking some groove.
It's much safer than other substances. I mean, it's proven that it's much safer. So I don't
Wow.
know. The more if it helps you, it helps you, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. But I say let people smoke weed if they want to smoke
Man,
weed.
it's just
It's not
weed,
hurting
man.
anybody.
Honestly, I'm a proponent for decriminalization of everything.
Yeah, too many people are in prison for having like a dime bag of weed on them.
Look,
It's
this is my thing.
horrible.
As long as they're not peddling to kids or like force feeding people drugs, I think people should be able to participate in whatever recreational partying they want to participate in. You know?
Yeah.
So like if they want to party, they can party. If they want to do X, they should be able to do X. I'm not gonna judge you. I've been there. Life is long, and I want you to have a fun time the entire time. I know a lot of people be saying life is short. No, we have a long life to live, and I want to enjoy every single fucking day of it. I don't know about you. I didn't come here to
Yeah.
suffer. I came here to have a good fucking time. Oh
Nice. I mean, when you like everybody's got a vice to get by.
yeah.
I mean, if it's not like a substance, it's something else, like
Yeah.
food or like unhealthy relationships
Yeah.
even. But
Exactly.
like everyone's got
Hey,
something,
hey.
you know?
But wait, is that a thing? Like, do people get like attracted to unhealthy
I
relationships?
think so. I think there's just
Like,
habit like
I just gotta
certain
have
things
this
can be
toxic
habit
person in my life.
forming, but if the habit's not hurting anybody, then it's not really an issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. If it's just you, if you just putting yourself in a ringer,
Yeah.
then why?
Yeah.
Why not? Oh yeah. So I gotta know, what's a typical day at your desk
Mm.
look like? What is
um
what is a purchasing manager for one of the largest dispensaries and the only cannabis kitchen in the country
yeah.
look like?
Um my day begins when I wake up. Usually have a couple messages on Slack
As
from
soon as you
internal.
wake up,
Yeah. So I usually hop on that when I wake up. So my day starts immediately, but I clock in later after I eat my breakfast and walk my dog. But when I get to my desk, man, it's hard to say what an average day is like, honestly, because it changes every day. I mean, some days my day starts at a desk. Some days it starts at a grow facility. Some days it starts at a different location.
thank you, Jeffrey Cush. Said he loved working with us both and learning about cannabis.
Oh,
It's fucking sick, man.
hell
Thanks
yeah.
for tuning in.
um, but yeah, it's always different. But if once I get to my desk at which point I open my email. I usually have about 300 emails on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's too fucking many.
It's a lot. Some of them are, confirmation emails, which is just like stuff I leaf through. Some of them are, conversations with vendors. Some have to do with marketing. Some have to do with promotions. Some have to do with sales numbers. Like, I don't know. It depends on the day. But I get a lot of emails, so I try to go through them as fast as possible. Obviously,
got to get you an assistant. 300 for the
I
fucking
finally
emails.
do have assistants in my staff, so that's really exciting for me. I've got some people, booking stuff for me, answering emails, confirming deliveries. It's awesome. No, I've got a great team.
That's sick.
Yeah, they do so much. I'm very grateful for them, but at which point I run some numbers. I like to run my PAR numbers, inventory numbers, kind of see what our internal market's doing, which products are doing well. I check out our flower boards. I want to make sure every rack level is full. So we've got 4 different tiers of flower. I want to make sure that they're always full with new strains. If strains are lasting too long, that's a trend we don't like to see. So we try to push those out. Then we kind of curate our dates for the rest of the week, make sure everything promotionally looks good, double check marketing emails, all that stuff.
That's a lot of fucking stuff to fit in an 8-hour workday.
Yeah. No, it's not. Usually I'm always on the clock. Like, I don't even consider it like a work window, because I can wake up and I could be at work for 6 hours, but I'll finish up at home.
Okay.
So it's not a bad thing that I'm always on the clock, though, because I love problem solving. Some might say I'm addicted to it to a bad extent, but
You're addicted to problem solving?
Yeah, well, I just really like my job.
Red flag on the screen, y'all.
I just really like my job. I'm a workaholic. And I like being able to answer people's questions,
Yeah.
At some point, you do got to cut it off, turn off your notifications.
I was about to say, but like, it's healthy to be a workaholic and stuff, but where does that fit in with your personal life?
Yeah.
Like,
no,
you
at
gotta be
some
able to
point,
turn it off.
absolutely. At some point, if you're like grabbing drinks with a friend, you got to turn your notifications down and get back to it the next day. There's certain hours that you don't have to immediately respond to an email or text message. And I think everyone in the industry is aware of that. So it's not really an issue of people hitting me up at midnight, which is great. But yeah, the work-life balance is important. I think for anybody working nowadays, it's important.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's just specific to me.
A lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people don't realize you got to balance that work life, that love life, that
it's important.
Personal space time. Like, you got to be able to have an equilibrium.
Yeah. Like, my desk isn't in my bedroom because that's like my space where I'm going to rest. So I don't want like my working station over there.
Let me ask you this: do you have a TV in your bedroom?
I might have a TV in my bedroom.
You might have a TV in your bedroom.
Yes.
So I was asking that because I know some people some people consider that like a super sacred space. They don't even put TVs in their bedroom.
Yeah.
I was like, now that sounds a little absurd.
I don't hate that idea, but growing up, I never could have a TV in my room until like I was way older. So I don't know. It feels like a form of rebellion almost.
I feel you.
But it's really nice to be able to just like shut my door, and like be alone from everything else. So like be able to watch a movie in bed. Like, who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to like eat Chinese takeout in bed while watching a movie in their sweatpants?
Did you say eat Chinese food?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Chinese spot?
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
Or actually, tell your second favorite. We don't need your stalkers out there. Like, your first.
I mean, spot. I'm even trying to remember one right now.
Yeah. I fucking, because I will go and try the best Chinese spots in the valley. I fucking love Chinese food.
I do too, but that's my problem is I keep trying new places. So I don't. Oh no.
It's cool.
It's all good. But yeah, I feel like I haven't formed like a favorite yet.
Yeah.
Because I keep trying new spots.
Have you tried this spot called George Yang's?
No. Wait, called what?
George Yang's.
No. I gotta try that place.
You will try that place.
Okay. Good to know.
Wow. Speaking of which, listen, this spot has slowly become my favorite spot to eat in the valley. I'm low key gonna make it a tradition to hit this spot up every week. Maybe not every week, but most of the time. I'm gonna hit the spot up. George Yang's, ladies and gentlemen.
You heard it
Look up
here.
George Yang's in the valley. I'm telling you, if you haven't had that spot, it's one of the best Asian cuisine restaurants in the valley. And so shout out to them and the staff over there.
Hell yeah.
But we are halfway through the questions.
Awesome.
It only took us forever.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, between
Getting
the laptop
derailed
dying a couple
24/7.
times and the blunt going out, you know, who knows if we'd ever get there.
Yeah.
So how has cannabis affected? Did I ask you that already?
I think you did.
I did. Wow. That's how cannabis has affected my brain. What attributes does somebody need to have to be successful in a position like yours?
They need to be a self-starter for one, be proactive, be able to work without a set schedule sometimes, and still get stuff done. They do need to have an analytical mindset, and kind of be able to see trends in data. Um, they need to be pretty strong-willed to be able to, kind of pivot on a dime sometimes because everything's always changing.
Sure.
So you got to be really good at going with the flow sometimes. Even when it might stress you out, you just got to be able to take it, roll with it, come up with something good out of it.
Yeah.
And you got to be at least a little bit social, a little bit personable, just a little bit.
A little bit.
Because you have to have conversations. And some of them are tough, but
speaking of tough conversations, what are some skills that teams are missing that are failing versus ones that are like well-oiled machines? What are some things that you've noticed while out?
um, I'd say when you put profit over staff, because I do firmly believe that when staff is happy and they have a little bit of freedom, they do a better job. So I think the culture is really important. And from that, you're going to gain more. So that might be number one. I think just like culture and,
Okay.
caring about the people you work with and for, and the people that work for you. And then, I don't know. Otherwise, I would say being able to change. A lot of companies, and people get really stuck in their own ways, get stuck in a trend. They started from this thing and they were really successful when they were that thing, but times change, the market changes. So when you're unable to pivot and you're unable to change with the market and kind of go with the flow, you're gonna suffer a little bit, because even though a lot of us, we're human beings, we're reluctant to change. It's the same way as the market. You see a lot of companies die out because they're unwilling to change, and yes, it can be upsetting. It can be like, oh, the end of an era, but it's gonna happen anyways, regardless. So you're either gonna like turn into it, or
you're either gonna sink or you're gonna swim, player.
Yep.
For real. That's crazy. So, what do you think about? Because you've worked at Mint your entire cannabis profession.
Yeah.
Right? But you've seen a lot of people at other companies come and go. You've seen a lot of companies and brands come and go.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about your competitors? Meaning, like the other dispos and like their products.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we carry a lot of other dispensaries products, like their house products. I love them, honestly. A lot of them. The ones that we have, at least. I can't say I've tried them all.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a firm believer that there are enough customers for all of us. There's only so many licenses and dispensaries in Arizona, and there are more than enough people wanting weed.
Exactly.
I know that a lot of people try to copy each other's trends and stuff, and I mean, we get accused of it too, but it's pretty common practice that people end up doing the same thing when the market starts going a certain way. So I think it's really cool that a lot of Arizona dispensaries have managed to stand apart in their own way. Like I feel like each one kind of has its own vibe.
Yeah.
Like we have our own vibe, and like all the other ones have their own, and it's great. I'm not like I can't honestly say anything bad about one I've been to.
Yeah.
Um,
What's your favorite thing about the cannabis company that you currently work for?
I would say the culture, and they're so willing to teach too. Like you said, this is really my first place in the cannabis industry. I had been a part of the cannabis industry and cannabis activism before, but they are really willing to just like pass on knowledge and allow people to take on responsibilities. And they're willing to delegate. I mean, I don't know. That's been my experience.
Yeah.
So the
I've
culture,
I was gonna say I've experienced that as
yeah,
well.
it,
Like
it is. It's the culture.
it's been it's been really dope being able to learn from Pablo, Raul, Ivan, being in the office and working with them on a day to day basis is is a whole different thing. It's an experience that not a lot of people get to see, or be around, and I definitely appreciate that
Yeah.
because you're getting to soak so much knowledge.
Yeah.
Like when you think about it, like all these people have different knowledge in 20 plus years, and then we have access to go and tap their brains to, learn about the process, or whether it's marketing, whether it's selling, or whether it's buying fucking billboards.
Yeah, and I mean, like, not even our owners and partners, and a lot of lower level people have a lot of really great ideas, and they get the opportunity to share them, which I think is really rare.
That is dope too.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of people don't really feel heard a lot of the time, and we do a really good job to make sure they do feel heard, or at least get to voice their opinion. Um, so I think that that's just a super, super scarce thing just in any industry where you just get to speak your mind freely without judgment sometimes. And, you know, yeah,
I, I completely understand that. It's getting a little rowdy in this
it
spot.
is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to show y'all how lit it is, but we are going to show you later. I am about to get into the rapid questions.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'll be
You
quick.
sure?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to spark this up for this one. And then I don't even want you to think about your answers.
Okay.
I just want you to say the first thing that comes to your mind.
I'm ready.
What's your name?
Mara. Juana.
All right. I think she's ready, y'all.
Yeah.
Are y'all ready? If y'all want to drop questions for Mara, let us know.
Trapper Sushi. We got to try that place too.
Trapper Sushi? What's
Yeah.
that?
I don't know. I assume a sushi place.
Mara, what's your favorite strain name?
Oh, shit. Probably Tropicana cookies.
Hmm.
Actually, maybe not.
Who do you admire most in the industry?
Oh, I was about to say Tommy Chong because it's just like a reflex. So I guess I'll go with Tommy Chong. Yeah.
Tell me your favorite thing about being a part of the cannabis industry.
The culture and the people and the freedom.
What's your favorite cannabis event and why?
I think Earl Cup was my favorite cannabis event, but I like new ones come out every year, so I think there's a better one every time, and I really like the music ones so far.
Go ahead, take a hit of that. It's your smoke break. You ready?
Yes.
What's your favorite way to medicate?
Flower every day.
If you had 24 hours to spend with anybody dead and you smoking a pound of flower, who are you spending that time with?
Bob Marley.
Ah, solid.
Yeah.
All right, if you got 24 hours to spend with anybody that's alive who are you interviewing and spending that time with?
Seth Rogen. I want to hear about his pottery experience.
Seth fucking Rogen.
Yeah.
You gonna do his nails?
Yes, I would love to do
You
his
would do
nails.
his-
Did you
you
see
would
the
do his
video of his
nails?
nails
Yeah,
that looked
that
like his
shit's
pottery?
so-
Yeah, it was
I
so
was like, yo,
cool.
what the fuck
It
is
was so
going on?
dope. I love
I
that.
was
That was
fucking high as shit.
Yeah.
And it tripped me out.
it was
It tripped
cool.
me the fuck out. Mara, tell me your craziest smoking story.
Craziest smoking story. When I was younger, there was this place that we used to smoke in my neighborhood, which the parents didn't know about. That was called the Bamboo Forest because it was literally a spot.
Abandoned forest.
Bamboo. It was the
Bamboo
Bamboo Forest.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was literally a patch in this forest, like behind houses with paths through it that had bamboo, and somebody had like hollowed out the middle of it, and we would all just go smoke there. And then one day,
Wise.
and then one day, me and some friends showed up, and that we thought somebody was in there. So we started walking in, and they thought we were adults, and we thought they were adults, and we were all just high as shit. And then when we turned the corner, it was people we knew, and we all went and then we realized it was each other. So I guess being scared shitless that our friends were gonna get us in trouble in the bamboo forest. And then after that day, we went back, and there was just like a couch in that hollowed out section.
Damn.
Yeah,
so
somebody just
really like
moved
in the old
really
couch
moved
and was
in.
like, let's go ahead and make this our chill spot.
Yeah, so
like,
it kind of just became the spot.
That's kind of interesting. Y'all probably got crazy stories at that bamboo forest.
A lot of stuff happened there.
Wow.
I think it's outgrown now, but I couldn't say.
Dang, it's gone?
I don't know. I haven't been there in a really long time.
Gotta go back to the bamboo forest, back to the origins.
Yeah, for real. I do.
Yeah. So tell me, what are your plans? What are you most looking forward to in the next 10 years?
Next 10 years. I know.
It's a long time to manifest what you want.
I really, in that time, I would love to invest in some real estate. I've always wanted to buy property. I don't own any property right now, and it sucks.
Because you said your dad owns a wine farm, right?
Yes, he owns a winery, and he retired, and he's a workaholic. So he was like, "All right, I hate retirement. I'm gonna buy a fucking winery," and now he works at the winery every day. So I help him a little bit with designing labels and stuff. But that's pretty fun. But yeah, I would love to own my own land someday. Even if it's just like my own house, I just like to own property. What else do I want to do in the next 10 years? I don't know. I want to learn like new skills. I plan.
Like what do you want to learn?
Well, this coming weekend, I'm going to take motorcycle classes, so I'm gonna get my license. Yeah, so I'm gonna learn to ride a motorcycle and get licensed in that. Yeah.
What kind? You gonna get you a crotch rocket, or you want you a fat old dually?
I'm a cruiser girl. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm a cruiser girl.
So
I'm wearing an Ed Hardy T-shirt. Like,
yeah, I was like, true.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah. But I've always wanted to do that, and I never did. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's. I have this weekend's free.
Yeah.
So pulled the trigger.
Nice.
Yep.
I recently signed myself up to do something that I've been putting off for a while too.
What was that?
I'm going skydiving pretty soon.
Oh no way! Where at?
Maricopa.
Okay.
Yeah. I found some Groupon.
Nice.
I was trying to do it. So before the end of September, I'm going skydiving.
Damn, I'm kind of bummed you didn't invite me. I've never been. My brother's been 3 times without me.
It's only like $140.
All right, I might.
Definitely.
I've always wanted to.
I'll send you the link.
All right.
I'll send you the link because I got a couple people from the marketing team.
Dang, really?
Yeah.
Is Chris going?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I want to skydive with Chris. All right, I'm going.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good time.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be definitely fun.
All right. Was that everything?
Right. No.
Oh my gosh.
Got a couple more questions. If you had a magic stick, what are 3 things that you would change in the world?
Oh gosh.
3 wishes, and you can't make nobody fall in love. Standard.
Okay, I would make unhealthy food healthy.
Okay.
I would make
like all vegan hot Cheetos.
Like any unhealthy food that tastes delicious would just be really healthy for you, so you wouldn't get fat if you just ate a bunch of it.
I feel you.
I feel you. I want to be able to eat potato chips all day. I just want to be able to eat potato chips all day. I get the cheese, and I'm a salty snack girl. That would be one of them.
What's your favorite snack?
Oh, it changes all the time. Right now,
you got a go-to munchie?
Right now, it's like really basic, but I've been eating a lot of Skinny Pop.
What is it?
Skinny Pop.
Skinny Pop.
Yeah, it's just like the bags of already popped popcorn.
Oh.
They're low calorie, which makes me feel better about myself, but not.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I still eat
I
the
be
whole
seeing
bag.
those around the office.
Yeah.
I be seeing those. So,
Yep.
all right, you're gonna make unhealthy food healthy.
Yeah. I'm gonna make weed federally legal.
Okay.
I think that just needs to speed
Just
up.
in the
Like,
U.S. or like?
actually, no, you call me out on that one. True, I would make it like legal everywhere because that would save me a lot of travel problems.
Hey, for real though.
Yeah, and then I
I'd
would
love
like,
to be able to pack my bag and
yeah,
go, fly wherever and smoke my shit.
and I feel like I want to say that I would just erase prejudice, but I don't know if that's like pushing the lines. Just get that sexism and
how can
racism
you
shit
do
out of
it?
here. You know,
It's like
how do you wish for that in a way that's like?
I think the only way that you would be able to do that would be able to make everybody the same color.
Yeah.
Right? But then would people be like they be discriminated against some other way?
You're turning this into one of those stoner conversations. So it's just gonna go in a circle, and we're never gonna come to a solution.
I don't know, but getting rid of prejudice.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel you. All right, let's go to the next one. Who are your role models?
My dad, and my mom, and my brother. I actually have really, really good close knit family.
Are you the youngest?
At least with me, yeah. My brother's older than me by a year and 9 months exactly.
Oh, it's just two of you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a pro athlete and trainer and nutritionist, and he is a straight edge guy. Clearly, we're very similar.
Straight edge?
Yeah. He does not smoke. He can't.
I mean,
because of
you
training.
just said he's a pro athlete.
He can't. Yeah, he can't because of training. He's cool with it. He's cool. If you're watching this, you're cool. Yeah. No, he. Everyone in my family I admire. I really admire a lot of musicians that pushed like boundaries of the music in their era, like David Bowie. I don't know, like 90s rap artists and like 70s folk artists and like punk artists, and I don't know. I have like a very diverse range of people I would want to call out from the music industry.
You got
there
a very diverse taste in music.
Well, because like Stevie Wonder, I'd say would be my favorite musician. But
Stevie is your favorite?
Yeah, I just love him so much. And I always would say growing up that like my theme song in a show, like walking into a room, would be the bass line from Superstition.
Yeah.
So I can't really go with anyone else. But I have so many favorite artists that I feel kind of bad for saying that. Yeah.
What do you value most in a friendship?
In a friendship, honesty and trust. Because that's just, when trust goes both ways, that's really what a friendship is, being able to trust somebody.
What was the first concert you attended?
First concert, I think it was Christina Perri. The Jar of Hearts chick with the one blonde highlight. She was really emo.
That was your first?
I think that was my first actual concert.
What was the last concert you attended?
I think that was Neck Deep. Or no, I went to see Willow and Avril Lavigne.
No, you went to the Willow show.
Yeah. No, I saw Willow.
With all those openers. Who opened up for her?
Machine Gun Kelly. I didn't even mention him, and he was the headliner, low key.
For Willow.
Yeah, for real, it happened. It's sad because Machine Gun Kelly has my birthday.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Share birthdays?
Yeah, we share birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough out here for pink-haired people.
Where do you most want to visit?
I would say right now, Thailand or Greece. I would say, yeah.
Thailand sounds gas.
Yeah.
Tokyo is always.
That's on my list too.
I'm hoping.
I want to go to Panama.
If everything pans out next year, I'll be going to Egypt.
Nice. That's a good one.
Yes, I've been looking at flights, and I found a fucking Airbnb that you can see the pyramids from.
Nice.
Right? I was like, man.
Oh my God. You might as well. Yeah. That's a sign.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's crazy.
What's your ideal way to spend the weekend?
Honestly, at home with my dog, catching up on reading or listening to vinyl records, or thrift shopping and vinyl record shopping. I just really like thrifting and going to antique stores. I'm, again, very introverted. I like farmers markets too.
Do you go shopping at the farmers market out of Scottsdale?
Yeah, in Scottsdale, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't make it to the Uptown one very often because it's far away from where I live.
Yeah.
But
You should. You should next time you get a chance, because I've been telling you, I've been hitting up the farmers market. I went and performed this past weekend,
oh,
and
nice.
the people fucking loved it. Got a bunch of tips, and I made a little rap about everybody that, like, all the vendors that was out.
Yeah.
Got hooked up with a bunch of product after that. So shout out to all the vendors at the
Nice.
farmers market.
Yeah,
for taking
shout
care of
out
your
all the
boy.
vendors at the farmers
Man,
market. You're the
hey,
realest.
Shop local, my guy.
Yeah,
Go
shop
get you some
local.
mushrooms.
Adopt, don't shop.
Man, I'm telling you, I
Go
fucking,
harvest
I love
your own
mushrooms,
veggies.
and for real, I end up buying a fucking grow kit.
Man, yeah.
I got a fucking grow kit.
I was just talking today about getting in some herb garden stuff
Yeah.
because I want to grow my own herbs and veggies again.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. We got a few more questions. We're still in the rapid response, so just tell me the first thing to
Okay.
say. What's one thing that surprised people about you?
That I have never eaten at Sonic. I told 3 people that the other day, and each one of them looked at me like I was crazy.
I mean, Sonic is such a normal thing out here. What talent would you most like to have?
I would like to be able to just pick up new languages really easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
What motivates you to work?
I'm just really competitive with myself. I just really want to be the best at everything. I think it's just my competitive nature. And being passionate about what I'm working towards is also a big part of it.
So speaking of competitiveness, what's your greatest achievement?
Ooh, greatest achievement. That's a really good question. I honestly don't know off the top of my head, which kind of sounds sad, but I don't know. I'm kind of proud of myself just in general,
Yeah.
where I've been in life and where I've gotten, and like the fact that I have tried and accomplished so many different things,
Yeah.
and like I'm good. Like I've never been at a point where I wasn't just lying around doing nothing. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of myself for just hustling and like really just going for everything that I've ever wanted to go for and trying
Good.
different things, which is like a really broad answer, but that's my biggest accomplishment, really.
All right. So what's your idea of happiness?
I would say doing things that fulfill you and just being true to yourself regardless of what people think. I would say it's not caring what people think, but caring how you affect others. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your most treasured possession?
My dog, Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do post your dog
I love
bit.
him. That's my best friend.
Quite a bit. Which I don't mind. It's a
Right.
cute little puppy.
He's adorable, and
It's
he's
a
like
cute little
he's a
puppy.
little human. He's my little
Little
guy. Yeah, little
that
wiener
dog's
dog.
funny. What's your life motto?
Um. Oh my gosh, my mind went blank when you said that. But I would honestly repeat my previous answer where I said, "Don't care whatever anybody else thinks, but care how you affect others."
Yeah. Okay. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
I would say I'm somewhat closed off emotionally, and like I don't know, I'm not very good at being vulnerable with people close to me. So I'd probably change that about myself. Probably open up a little bit more.
You say you feel like you're closed off emotionally?
Yeah, I really do.
Like, is that a commitment that you like previously made with yourself?
No, I don't know. I just
Like, how did it just come about?
I don't know.
Like, do you feel like you've always been this way?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was always like a tomboy and like very just like I don't know, very bro-y and like never. I don't like break down in front of people or like really.
Yeah.
I don't really cry a lot either, so people think I'm not that emotional.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty emotional.
Serial killer vibes.
I do still cry. You put me in front of a TV with a rom-com, I will cry.
So
But
you
like,
do,
so I
okay,
do.
So you cry
No,
on
no, I
rom-coms?
I do. But
Listen,
like not because of things that happen.
listen,
Like
you wanna
it's very
cry?
hard to
I
make
got a
me
movie
cry.
for you that'll
Fuck.
make you cry. I
All
promise.
right.
Have you seen Marcel, the Shell, and Shoes?
I actually have.
Did you cry?
I don't want to talk about it.
You cried.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
I'm glad I was the only person in the theater that day.
It hit. It hit.
Man.
Yeah.
Do you think?
It
No, I can't
hit.
even do the voice, but man, go see Marcel, the Shell,
Mm.
and Shoes. That was a good fucking film. All right, we got 3 more questions. You ready?
Yes.
What's the best advice you've ever been given?
Never say can't, because what you believe is what you are.
X fucking exactly.
My dad told me that.
Yo, why do you think the fucking speaking into existence? People don't know. You
Mm,
gotta live by that shit.
yeah. I would always
And
say
they
I
psych
can't, and
people
he would
psych
just say,
themselves
"Don't
out
say
so
that."
much when they bring in those negative thoughts. Say, "Oh,
Yeah.
I can't do this," or "I'm not worthy of this." No, you are fucking worthy of that.
Yeah.
That pay is in your reach. That love life is in your reach. You can do it. So I'm sounding like Miss Cleo right now, but I'm telling you, motherfuckers, to believe in yourself. That's all it is. That's all life is believing in your
Okay.
fucking self
Yeah.
and making shit happen.
And just
Because when you
knowing
believe in yourself, there's no way you're gonna let yourself
knowing your
down.
value, honestly, and not doubting yourself. Like, we're all insecure people, but not doubting yourself is huge. Like, in the moments where you really want something, you got to go get it, because like you're never going
Exactly.
to if you don't try.
Exactly.
And failure is just one more way to not do something. You're still learning, like
Exactly.
that's what they always say. Like, Thomas Edison tried so many times before getting the light bulb to work.
Yeah, before he
Like,
stole it from Tesla.
but he kept trying. Before he stole Yeah, you're right.
Shout
You're
out
right.
to
You're right.
Nikolai.
Shout
I
out.
love
Shout
my
out
guy
Nikolai
Man.
Tesla.
We should have had free power for so fucking long.
Shout out.
Man. Damn. All right. What's the goal you hope to achieve in the next year?
In the next year, I wanna adopt another pet.
Wait, how many you got?
I only got the one dog.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's like
what kind of pet
my
are
goal
you going
currently.
to?
Either another dog, because I used to have 2 dachshunds, and I miss having another one. But I also like cats. But I also kind of want a tarantula.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear snake in that.
Moving on.
So that's all that's all good. I didn't hear a snake anywhere in that story.
I don't think I'm a snake girl.
Yeah.
I think I'm more of a tarantula girl.
I can see it.
Yeah.
But I also could have seen you saying like a llama, like
Oh, well, yeah, but I would want
a
to have like a
parrot.
yard for that, and I don't have that.
I can see you wanting a parrot or
Parrots
another
talk
kind of
back.
bird. They do.
I have a
Probably
friend
repeating
who
all
loves
your curse
birds,
words and
has
shit.
her bird tattooed on her. And her birds are so sweet, but I have met some mean birds.
Yeah.
They scare me, so pass.
I'm a little iffy about a spider, man.
Yeah.
I'm a little iffy about having
They can
a
be
spider or
cute.
a
The big
snake,
guys,
yeah.
the big little furry guys.
Yeah. So, last question,
Yes.
and it's like a double question. Who is your favorite band?
Ooh. Favorite band.
Well, I know you said Stevie is your favorite musician, but do you have a favorite band?
Man. See, I know that I probably do deep down, but every time I'm asked this question, my mind goes blank. Favorite bands. Damn. I really like. This is gonna. I'm like torn between 2, and they're very different
All right,
answers.
well, who are they?
But one is the Cramps,
Okay.
the British punk band. Very random, but I really, really like their music.
Okay.
They kind of introduced me to the British punk scene, so love them.
I love some music from the UK.
Yeah. Shout
Like,
out the UK for some
Shout out,
awesome.
man, for real. Like, fucking Tom Misch is one of my favorite producers now. Loyal Corner is like one of my favorite rappers. Skepta, all of them. Like, they got very interesting sound coming
Yeah.
from the UK and over in Europe. It's a lot of great artists coming from over there.
And my second would probably be Led Zeppelin. It's
Okay.
a classic, but I can't not admit that they were my first ever vinyl I ever bought. I bought Led Zeppelin 3 at a store in Boulder, Colorado. So like they have a really close place in my heart.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, the second part of that question:
Okay.
if Led Zeppelin was to write a song about you, what would they title it?
Oh. I man. I kind of just want it to be like my first name, like one of those songs that's just the girl. Yeah, that's just the girl's first name. Because I don't think there is a song just called Mara that like you could name, you know. But like if they wrote it, then nobody would ever be confused by my name, and that's kind of a power trip, you know.
It is.
I would want that. I mean,
So, hey, there y'all go. She
yeah,
said that she's working on her emotional availability.
that's not what I said.
So, write a song
No.
about her, and then she might open up to you.
Or I might run.
Or
Who's to say?
because that would be weird, I guess, if somebody just wrote a song and they didn't know who you were.
Yeah.
Right? But I mean,
But they could try. Maybe I'll like it.
maybe she'll like it.
Maybe.
Maybe she'll buy your weed. Maybe she'll say hi. We know one thing though. She was here tonight.
And I was high.
You did get high.
I did get
We
high.
get high. We got high. I said
Yeah.
we get high.
We elevated.
Yeah. We got elevated at Elevations Nation.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been tuned into another episode of Cannabis and Coffee. My name is LaTosque. I'm sitting with.
Marijuana.
Make sure you go follow this young lady on Instagram. Make sure you participate in that fucking scavenger hunt too.
Yes, do. We have a mint scavenger hunt going
tomorrow,
on. And
420.
there's coupons in there.
It's gonna be free weed. I don't even know what I'm giving out yet tomorrow.
We'll
just
see.
Follow on Instagram and you'll find out. But we gotta give something away at the top of Swap Peak. So I hope you like that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you soon. Love you.